Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Endev. In this video, you will find what I consider as the top 5 best combos of Beyblade Burst when playing in the DB or Dynamite Battle Stadium. I already discussed in my previous video what I consider as the best combos in Standard Stadium. So now, we move on to a different arena. It is important to take note of the stadium because combos and drivers behave differently depending on where you play them. Number 1. Dynamite with F-Gear Perseus Illegal Bearing Drift 9. This is probably the best all-around combo in the list. It is very good in same spin matchup and it can also hold its ground against left spins due to the combination of Dynamite with F-Gear and Bearing Drift Driver. The 9 armor is one of the heaviest and it also balances well with the blade and the gear since they all have a 3-point design. This combo features the heavy Perseus core that has some metals in it for additional weight. I prefer using overdisc because Illegal is prone to scraping due to the DB Stadium having a more concave dish when compared to the Standard Stadium. Those tiny scraping is a big factor, especially on same spin matchups where every stamina counts. Wind Lucifer Illegal Zeal 4. Let me be clear first by saying that Dynamite with F-Gear on Bearing Drift is the best in right spin. You have better chances of beating it on a mirror match or opposite spin match, so don't try to beat it with a wind combo or other right spin combos. Wind Lucifer is arguably the best in Standard Stadium but not in DB Stadium because of its bigger diameter, which makes it prone to scraping. In addition, due to the more concave dish, Beyblades tend to keep pushing each other more in DB Stadium than in Standard Stadium, so the more chances that wind might also scrape. The best strategy of building a wind combo is to make sure that it has better chances of beating other combos aside from Dynamite F, so that is where the Zeal Driver comes in. Not everyone knows how good Zeal Driver is in DB Stadium unless they are familiar with the Japanese meta. Perhaps after watching this video, more people will realize how to use it. Zeal is a very good opposite spin driver and has a guard that prevents Wind Lucifer from scraping. Aside from that, the rubber tip prevents it from sliding down in the center, especially when hit in the early game. This gives Wind Lucifer enough separation to spin without getting hit, which also helps reduce scraping. The Illegal disc fits perfectly with this combo due to the anti-scraping mechanism that I already mentioned, and it also helps a lot in opposite spin matchups. I chose to use 4 armor to make wind a bit more heavier and a good outer weight distribution that matches well with the Illegal disc. Number 3. World Spriggan Wheel Drift 1S. This combo is perhaps the best in DB Stadium because of its dual spin capabilities and when paired with Drift Driver. Drift is the best opposite spin driver, so the strategy is to always change World Spriggan into opposite spin. The World Drift pairing can easily adjust to any matchup into its advantage unless it's a mirror match, where each player blind picks a spin direction. Since it is always in opposite spin matchup, the chance of it to burst also decreases in addition to the World's built-in burst resistance mechanic. I prefer using the wheel disc because it frees up the other disc so I can use them on my other 5G combos to make my lineup more balanced. Wheel also fits perfectly since it is technically always in high mode. Alternatively, you can use Illegal or Spread Dash, but make sure you have no repeating parts in your 5G lineup. You can upgrade this combo furthermore if you have the Diabolus chip. Number 4. Burst Bahamut Giga Metal Drift 0. This combo excels in opposite spin matchup. In a 5G tournament, the usual lineup composition have 2 right spins, 2 left spins, and a dual spin. That means any single spin Beyblade has a 3 out of 5 chance of facing an opposite spin matchup since the dual spin Bey is most probably a World Drift combo that is always in opposite spin. This combo or any other combo has a 60% chance of matching up against an opposite spin. If you play by the probabilities, you will understand why I build my 5G combos more for the opposite spin matchups. The Bahamut core provides better burst resistance and it also matches well with the metal cap drivers like the Metal Drift. I used 0 armor because of its good shape and weight that helps the combo become more balanced. Giga and Metal Drift, or in some instances Drift, is a perfect pairing because the drift prevents Giga from falling down and scraping. Since Giga is not round in shape, it needs the protection from scraping that Drift provides. When you use Giga with other drivers, the LAD or Life After Death capabilities is hindered. With the Drift and Giga pairing, Spread Dash now becomes available for my 5th combo, which is Vanish Longinus, Spread Dash, Zone Dash plus Z, 6. Vanish is another blade that specializes in opposite spin and is actually the best in spin stealing or equalization battle due to it being a full rubber blade. In order to improve its opposite spin capabilities, I chose to use Zone Dash plus Z, which is another driver that is good in opposite spin matchup when the Z attachment is used. The free spinning Z attachment helps it maintain an upright position, which is important in opposite spin battles. If it maintains an upright position, the Spread Dash can lean onto the opposing bay, which give you an advantage in the endgame. You can also remove the plus Z attachment when playing in a WBBA 5G tournament. This increases your chance against same spin matchups. If you happen to have the rare metal bearing drift driver, you can directly substitute Zone Dash plus Z with it to improve this combo and the overall lineup as well. It is very rare and only few has it, that's why it is only optional. I prefer to use 6 armor over the remaining armors because of its balanced 6-pointed shape. It points down when it is in low mode, while it points up when it is on high mode. Longinus is my choice of core for the extra weight from its metal dragons. Although I numbered the combos from 1 to 5, they are not arranged by their power levels. It is actually a 5G lineup that is ready to use for tournaments. Take note that some tournaments may not allow spin change or there may be some banned parts, so you may need to do some tweakings in this lineup. But as far as the official Takara Tomy Beyblade rules is concerned, this lineup is good to go. Also, take note that a 5G lineup in DB Stadium is different from a 5G lineup in a standard stadium. Some tournaments even have a mix of both stadiums, so you also need to adjust the combos according to whatever stadium that you will be playing. I will be discussing different lineups on a separate video. Knowing what combos work is just one part of the game. You should also know how to position them in a way that it will be most effective. For example, I would start with my Burst Bahamut combo because it is very good at opposite spin and it is also decent at same spin matchup. I will follow it up with the most reliable Dynamite Perseus, so if ever I lost the first round, I can tie it up easily. Then on my third slot will be my World on Drift combo, so that I have a better chance of going up 2-1 because of its dual spin capabilities. After that will be my Wind Lucifer to finish the match, and if it doesn't, I still got my Vanish Longinus combo at the last slot. This is just one way of how you play the lineup, and it will be up to you and how well you know your opponent when making your Beyblade arrangement before the match. Another beauty of the 5G is that parts like armors, discs, and drivers are interchangeable with one another, which provides more combo variety compared to a 3 Beyblade tournament format. It adds another layer of parts management from a competitive point of view. It's up to you to decide whether to make a more balanced lineup or go all in one of your combos. I hope that this video gave you an idea on how to make combos when playing in the DB Stadium. Please make sure to like this video and subscribe if you are new to the channel by simply tapping on my end screen logo. Let me know in the comments what you consider as the best combos in DB Stadium. Also, just tap on the end screen to watch my video about best combos for Standard Stadium and other related contents. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone just keep on enjoying Beyblades and I'll see you on my next video.